the bridge that stood the test of time. The railroad route from Pittsburgh to Buffalo was a long and tedious adventure. Natural terrain was not on the side of the engineer. Mountains, valleys, and gorges were natural obstacles prohibiting the efficient trade of coal between these two great cities. One obstacle in particular loomed far and deep ahead of them, the Kinzua obstacle, a valley both deep and wide. Construction engineers designed a plan that most people thought impossible. They designed a bridge. Construction of the viaduct began in the early summer of 1882, and construction finished in the early fall of 1882. Dangling daredevils built the viaduct in just 94 days. 110 stone piers were built by the masons, and the iron frames sat on top of the piers. Men dangled hundreds of feet in the sky, assembling the iron viaduct together. Surprisingly, there are no recorded fatalities. After 18 years of heavy use, heavier locomotives and longer trains pushed the bridge to its limit. This iron viaduct needed a stronger material. Reconstruction began in May of 1900 and finished in 4 short months. Workers used 2 180-foot movable platforms to help with the project. When reconstruction was over, the sometimes called Eighth Wonder of the World spread itself across the valley while standing at over 300 feet tall. As time went by, this impressive accomplishment began to show signs of wear. The steel frame was rusting. This viaduct was no longer safe for heavy locomotives to use. The viaduct was turned into a tourist attraction and park. It was this way until 2003 ushered in catastrophe. A routine inspection in 2002 closed the Kinzua viaduct to address safety concerns. A year later, on July 21, 2003, restoration was well underway and the construction crew was hard at work. A severe storm barreling in from the west forced them to evacuate the site and seek shelter. Around 3:15 p.m., an F1 tornado, with winds estimated at 100 miles per hour, slammed into the aging viaduct. The twister wrenched 11 towers from their bases and threw them to the valley floor. Despite the devastation, the viaduct continues to draw visitors. From the skywalk built atop 6 restored original towers, you can still see the collapsed towers where they fell. Today, the site still remains a tourist attraction. A museum sits above the viaduct. This economic railroad wonder is a testament to the skill and work ethic of Pennsylvania's people. The viaduct served its purpose. It functioned as a strategically placed route, allowing important materials to travel from city to city much easier. Today, the bridge still brings in revenue in the form of tourists.